What's up? This is your boy Super and I'm playing No Man's Sky, the Waypoint update. We got together 27 ferrite dust to build a metal plating to build a base teleportation module. Simple. Don't know how useful it's going to be in the long run. I'm not sure there's anything beyond the menu actually that I would like. I'm curious to see what's new in the update. I don't think there's anything beyond the UI. Maybe not. We need 4. I don't know why it told us to get only 50 ferrite dust. We need 250 ferrite dust. One at a time, I guess. One at a time. Keep wanting to aim with the left trigger and shoot with the right trigger. There's no aim. That's your scanner. Rocks. Gotta love the rocks. We are getting a lot of good secondary resources from them. They said they streamlined the quest line, so hopefully we'll see that before we die, before we get tired of playing. Know what I mean? 4, oh, 2 ferrite dust. Come, that's right there. Cool. Looks like a plan. Could have just refined down the rusted metal. We're at our base, and I imagine we'll be here a while. So let's go to our refiner. So we'll never have to look for ferrite dust again. Let's refine this rusted metal. We have 141. In a minute and 20, it'll be a whole stack of ferrite dust. It's a good deal. It just takes a little while. Carbon nanotubes. We need 2. There we have them. Sodium. We've got the sodium. Now I think we're ready to build it. For building, it's not the end. We also got to power it. I think I got it sticking outside. That's okay. I don't mind. Powering the base. How do we do that? Construct a biofuel reactor. Pin. There's no pin recipe anymore, which is throwing me off a little. Need another metal plating. It's not a rock. These are rocks. Never before you've been able to get oxygen from rocks, and it's such a blessing. Forgot what we needed. Biofuel reactor. Metal plating. We've got to get more familiar with this inventory as well. Looks like the top is for technology upgrades and the bottom is for cargo, but then they've also got little icons on the empty spaces. I don't know what those mean yet, and they've added supercharged slots that you can't change or can't manipulate. But if you put a technology mod in there, it will boost it beyond what is normally applied. Seen that in a YouTuber I watched playing the game. We just had a bunch of shit in our inventory. Where did it go? Oh, this is it. Biofuel reactors suck because, well, they'll probably be a lot easier to manage now because before, rocks didn't give you good resources, so you actually had to go out and collect carbon. Carbon was one of the only things that you could use in a biofuel reactor, and you also had to recharge your mining laser, craft carbon nanotubes, and use everything else that carbon is required for, so you never could properly fill it because you always needed your carbon. And there was not much else, but now there's plenty of shit. Especially because you get a bunch of things just harvesting rocks. Now to power it, open the menu. So it takes carbon and oxygen. Now we can get plenty of oxygen. Oxygen was probably the most scarce resource to fuel it with, because you had to get those little oxygen plants, or you had to go find specific plants for it, or go into caves. Oxygen was pretty hard to find. And then condensed carbon, that's damn near impossible without the advanced mining laser. So you spend all your carbon, and it is needed for a lot of other things. We'll put 40 oxygen in, and that gave us 50 minutes of power, but we didn't hook it up properly. There, now we can teleport to the space station or other teleporters in any other system or any other space stations or any other bases, anywhere we want, really. We can delete it. I wonder if we'll get our oxygen back or if it's just wasted. I think it's just wasted, but 50 minutes will cover. We'll be good for the whole episode though, with 50 minutes. So it's not that big of a deal. Additional archives recovered from that dead guy. And he says, his scanner detected something unusual, repeating 16 from the space station. End of archive. Records interrupted. So they're sending us to the space station. Let's make use of our oxygen and our teleporter, and we'll teleport there. But we can't because we haven't discovered it yet. You can only teleport to things you've discovered. For now at least. Eventually it opens all up, regardless of what they plan or what they tell people it does. Because I didn't discover half the shit. Like, if you go to a system, most of the time you have to land at the space station. But they usually have sections for other players' bases. Once you enter a system, every player's base, whether or not you land there or not, will show up. We're out of rocket launch fuel. And we need dihydrogen or jellies, and we need ferrite dust for metal plating. Yeah, see, everything gives us oxygen now. Well, all the rocks, at least. Most of the rocks. Made the game a whole lot easier, and we're on permadeath. It almost feels like it's too easy. I would have died once or twice by now in the old permadeath. Oh, that's got some dust. Oh, that's dihydrogen in there. There's our rocket fuel right there. The ferrite dust there and the dihydrogen are one thing. Can we make another? We need more ferrite dust to make another. So I don't mind making another one. Plenty of rocks. We are out of dihydrogen now. I'll show you how to get more dihydrogen the easy way. Rocks right here. Easy way to get dihydrogen. You take your refiner. Actually, you go in your menu and you go to craft and you select dihydrogen jelly. Okay, so we need 4 to start with. Should be some right around here. Let's use the damn scanner. Right out in front of our base. Okay, now you go to your menu. You make some dihydrogen jelly. Once you got your jelly, you go over here to your toaster. Take out the bread, put some peanut butter. No, I'm just fucking with you. 10 seconds for 32 more for bright dust. Alright, partner. Now, take your dihydrogen jelly and you break that down into dihydrogen. If you look, it says we get 50. We took the dihydrogen jelly, we broke it down to dihydrogen, and we got 50. Now if we go to make another dihydrogen jelly, it only costs 40. So we're getting 10 extra dihydrogen each time we do this. For each jelly we break down, we get 10 extra dihydrogen. So once we do it 4 times, then we'll go up to using 2 dihydrogen, crafting 2 dihydrogen. And then that's when your profit grows exponentially. It's called dihydrogen cycling. It's been in the game as long as I've been playing it. Still only one for now. This should be the last one. I want some frozen kid pizza cooked in the oven. You know those Totino's microwavable pizzas, cook it in the oven until it gets nice and crispy. Throw on some hot sauce, some salt. Can't wait. See, now we can craft 2 dihydrogen jellies. Now when we break these 2 down, we'll get 20 extra, and so on and so forth. Up to 100 now. 100 dihydrogen. Once you start using big amounts of dihydrogen jelly, you only have to do it once or twice, and then you'll get a whole stack extra dihydrogen. So we got to work our way up there first. Now we're on 3 already. See, it gets faster and faster and more beneficial to you each time you do it. Now 150. Now I bet you we can make 4. Oh, still 3. Next time we can make 4. We're getting 30 extra dihydrogen each time. Now we're up to 4 jellies. Now we get 40 extra dihydrogen. Now we get a jelly each time we break them down and recycle it. We get a whole jelly now. Until we get 4 extra jellies, then we'll get 2 jellies per. Now up to 5 easily. We're gonna stop at 20. Once we get to, see, 5's a whole stack. 5's a whole stack of dihydrogen. Now we go straight to 6, and now it'll be 2 jellies per cycle. Now we got to empty it and cycle it again. And we got 8 jellies. And then you should have a stack of jellies and no dihydrogen to save on storage space. Just like how you do with carbon and sodium and 10 jellies. We're from 40 to 500 in less than 2 minutes. And this will be pretty useful the entire game, because you always need rocket fuel unless you get a living ship. We do have an egg as soon as we get to the nexus or the anomaly. We've got an living egg as a reward from one of the expeditions. We've also got an S-class fighter, the Goldwing, a reward from one of the expeditions. We got some decent rewards, that's for sure. But now we're up to 14. 15. One stack. 3 stacks, that's 750 dihydrogen. Damn. Now we'll probably be up to like 18 or 19 jellies. 19. This is the last time, because we're going to have an extra jelly, which is good because we need 1 extra to do our rocket fuel. Or no, we need the extra dihydrogen, not the jelly. So we'll just make like 5 to 10 rocket fuel and not worry about having the jellies. A stack of jellies. I said we were going to have a stack of jellies. Instead, we'll make 5 to 10 rocket fuel and turn the rest into jelly. So, we need rocket fuel. We can only make 1 because we only got 1 metal plating. Didn't we just get a bunch more ferrite dust from the rusted metal? How many more metal plating can we make? 6? Alright, so that's 6 more rocket fuel. Now we got 193 dihydrogen, make that all jelly. We had 680, so we still got 17 out of 20 for the stack. We can refine these marrow bulbs down to sodium. I had a hot, long, sweaty day at work, and I got home and went to the gym. I'm smelling funky. I'm smelling ripe right now. Right, that's a much better word. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. Out the back already. 10 more seconds on the sodium. They just want us to refill our ship and then fly to the space station, I know. What else can we refine? We can also cycle the cobalt, but we can't do that at this refiner. We need a refiner with 2 slots. And then you refine cobalt with oxygen, and it doubles or triples, whatever. How much, whatever. It either doubles or triples what you get back. Since we're leaving, we'll take this. And you can't fly away until you break away from the combat. Used to be able to fly away anytime. Not only make stuff easier, they've also made stuff harder through the course of the updates. The Sentinel update really made things more difficult combat-wise. I'm in, buddy. You can't get me now. Investigate the space station. It's that orange yellow dot on the GPS. Yes, sir, I'm here. Yeah, the entrance looks different for some reason, like they've improved the graphic quality or something. They were supposed to do that in the big PS5 update. I really didn't notice much. Can't believe this game plays on Switch. And the graphics look the same. I haven't played it on Switch, but I mean, I think Switch could run this graphics. It's not that impressive. It's got a decent frame rate, I guess. It's more than 30. Resolution's not impressive. The ambient lighting is good. I'm not sure the Switch could do that. It may be fake. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's good. Oh, we got to find people to talk to. Well, the wrong side of the tracks for that, my man. But I do want this navigation data. What kind of multi-tool you got? See me walk away. There's a nice ship. Fighter. B-30 fighter, 12.6 million. 30 refers to the cargo inventory. The second number refers to the technology inventory. It's foggy in this motherfucker. Well, here's the people. We're in a Gex system, the traders, the merchants. What's the deal with the 16, broski? Well, he said he didn't know. The bastard. Well, what's wrong with you guys? You're out of knowledge, huh? We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we left for you. Through the alien speaks, the words are not his own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly into my exosuit. The crimson light fades, and I see the life form blinking at me expectantly. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have seen it. So we got a weird icon over there. What is that? Exosuit inventory upgrade to me now. First one is for free. After that, it's going to cost. Of course, we should go for technology, right? We can't choose. Oh, yeah, we can. Go with technology. See ya. Since you're supposed to pay for these, I wonder if we can buy another one. No, not at the moment. So use the terminal to head back to base. Wonder if we can call the anomaly right now. No, we can't. That comes up later on in the story. So we shouldn't really do much to our ship because we're gonna be getting a much better one in a little while. Back to the base. Biofuel reactors going strong. Sentinels are right outside. Visit base computer. Select new task. Begin decryption. Decoding 16 times 3. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us to claim your place among the stars. Coordinates have been acquired. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. Get to your ship. Since we have the terrain manipulator, we can line out a tunnel out of the back entrance here. What is wrong with this picture here? There we go. I'm trying to go up slight. Guess that's good enough. We do have to leave, right? $51. Okay, we do have to leave. Beautiful fucking water. Possible distress signal a minute away. It is a distress signal and it has a person at a crashed ship. If there wasn't a person, we could proclaim the ship, reclamate the ship, salvage the ship. Take the motherfucker, jeez. T-10 and counting. I like the beautiful purple sky. It's a wrecked freighter here. Not a big fan of doing those. Bust down our scanner, 418 units this way. $380. Taking this to the freighter. For sure. And butt right in my face, you bastard. Gotta go around the outside. We don't have... There's 6 things buried around the freighter. You dig them up and you get prizes or rewards or resources, whatever you want to call them. We don't have to do that for this mission, though. We just have to massage the balls up here. Yeah, baby. You know what I like.
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Request log. The anomaly comes from the stars. Take flight. The hyperdrive is attached. Blueprint for a hyperdrive. That allows you to warp to different star systems. Can't fly away until we're out of combat. Head down here until they leave. So the next objective is to install the hyperdrive. We can start that process. Hyperdrive. We need chromatic metal and a microprocessor. We can do the chromatic metal. Got a portable refiner. Put some fuel in it. Take some of this copper. I don't remember how much we need. We have 14, so I guess another 16. And no, we need 85 more. We don't have enough copper. We need 137,000 units to buy the microprocessors. So we got to find some things to sell. We got to get some copper. So it says we got to head to the space station. Now, well, that might be a good idea to dig these things up, because they might have things we can sell. They'll definitely have something moderately useful. Where's it go? Where's it go? There's it go. There's the cargo pod. There's the dough on the cargo pod. We actually don't need the dough. Requires some living slime. No, we gotta remove these. You used to have to pay an arm and a leg. You had to deposit some very valuable resources in these 2 slots to open it, and then you would get radiation poison. There, we got radiation poison. It looks like we got antimatter, and we need to recharge. Probably not gonna sell the antimatter. I would rather sell these buried technology modules for the money we need for the microprocessors. We've got to run all the way outside. We will never find a hole in this wall, I assure you. I think those things I was just talking about are worth 100,000 a piece, baby. Maybe less, like 50,000 maybe. That's nuts. The cargo pod for the freighter. Copper right there. Oh, it's 500 units away. Cobalt's close. We don't need to do any. We don't need to get any cobalt. Yeah, that's why I hated doing this so much, because I didn't want to waste my resources on junk they have in here. Just nanites.
Radiation protection falling.
One over there. That one's underground. And you use antimatter to build warp cells. The hyperdrive we just installed uses warp cells as fuel. One warp cell can warp you to 5 different star systems. That was easy.
Radiation leak detected.
Do we get to do it twice? I think it bugged out, glitched out on us. Because we got the prize.
Damage detected.
Now No, we only got the prize once.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Come on, where's my hazmat?
Radiation levels critical.
Fuck, why can't I recharge my hazard protection? I have sodium and shit, why can't I recharge it? Oh, it's damaged. The technology is damaged. This is new. See, our hazard protection here got damaged. We need 50 ferrite dust to repair. That's ridiculous. That's a new level of difficulty for sure. Ferrite dust. There is a couple rocks around here, but it's gonna be dangerous trying to get them. We got animals. We got like a rad storm going on. Nonsense. I just saw some goddamn rocks. Yeah, so it's still not worth it to fuck with the freighters. Crash freighters. We could buy some ferrite dust. That's my shit. But then we won't be able to afford the microprocessors. Regardless, we need to get away from this damn place.
Sentinel drones activated.
We gotta hurry up and land. He's gone. Being 50 ferrite dust isn't that difficult. Getting back in our ship might be though. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is. Over and baby. Repair that shit. And our life support's fucking broken. We need oxygen. That's just an extra mod for our life support. It's not that important. I'd rather fight the flying ones, honestly. Now look at the whale ships. Those are some expeditions. I think we only got to kill this one and then we can leave. There's another one. Health bar. Far away from the ship, man. Ow. Indeed. Well, we left the planet. Now we've got to get far enough away to use our hyperdrive. I mean, our pulse engine. Not working. Might have to just kill this one. Only one of them. Then use our pulse engine and get out of here. Easy. Let's pulse engines to space station. Son of a bitch. So we're headed for an asteroid field. Might as well get some fuel. Some gold. That's what we can sell. Asteroids have gold, silver, and platinum in them, along with fuel for your spaceship and anomaly detectors. The hybrid cluster. Pulse engine. Break that down into single fuel unit. About the asteroid. These ones, the rocky ones, are the ones with precious metals and whatever. These spiky ones, these are only platinum. Well, I almost had gold in it. There used to be only platinum. There's some platinum. We got 7. Maybe it's just behind in that tally. A lot of platinum around here. Look at them all. Oh, our ship's gonna fucking crash. Where'd the goddamn spaceship go? I mean, the space station. We got to get going. I don't ever remember things damaging like this. If you warped through a black hole, sometimes when you got out the other side of the black hole, parts, modules on your ship would be damaged, but it would never happen in any other situation. Now our ship's busted, our life support upgrade is busted. Maybe we just gotta recharge our shield. That's what you gotta do when it uses regular sodium. You never had to recharge it. Recharging it was just an option to keep you in combat longer and make things easier on you. And you'd use special, more rare things than sodium, like those batteries and something else. I can't remember what. I know we didn't get enough precious metals for the microprocessors, but for the chromatic metal or the copper maybe, or any other resource we might need at the moment, like oxygen. Crystal sulfide we gathered were 20,000. That's nice. We might just have to sell that. Antimatter is garbage. In our ship we got 3,300 worth of platinum, 9,000 worth of silver, 8,800 worth of gold, and we're gonna have to sell this crystal sulfide. So we're nowhere near where we need to be. What can we buy? What can we buy? Cobalt, the hydrogen microprocessor. We can buy like 1. Must need 3. What if you buy the rusted metal, then refine it? You can sell it from the ferrite dust you get from it for more. No. Not quite there yet. We're at 45,685 out of 137,500. Journey milestone accomplished. Settling out, travel 8,000 units. Setting out. There's not much we can do but head back down and start pilfering things. That's a strange looking ship. A29, A Explorer. Oh, it's symmetrical. It's got some big ass wings. So does this one. This one's a C24. Ours is a C25 worth 4.8 million. So what do we have in our inventory? Maybe we can craft something we can sell. Pneumatic seals with 800. Not really. We're gonna have to head down. If we head to our base, we could just use the teleporter to come back here and not waste all our fuel on the ship. Not waste all the fuel on the ship. Where's our base? Is that it? Your super base. You want a super F-R-E. You need to make a landing pad. You can't land on top. Well, I will one day. We might as well gather up some carbon. Scanning things gives us some credits, but not very much. 500 for standing that dumbass tree. Waste of time. But I do want the oxygen and I do want the carbon. All of that is. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Cause the DJ got us falling in love again. There's carbon and regular carbon. Luxury item. As far as things to sell, I'll show you the salvage modules. We got one in the first video. We didn't look at the price or anything like that. We've been tearing up this place, and I'm surprised no sentinels have started to attack us. I'm going to stick to these little ones, because I need oxygen at the same time I'm getting my carbon. I really do. I'll have nothing less from here on out. Salvage, there's one. 200 units away. I'm sure there's more by our ship. We scan animals from far away. Those 1,600 units. There is a resource deposit. They've changed the graphic on those. So there's no salvage data anywhere near our ship. There is valuables. The armored clam has valuables in it. The haploid wheat's semi-valuable. It's more valuable after you use it in a recipe. I guess we'll go pick this up. That should put us over halfway there at the least. If it's 50,000 for one, then we'll only need 40,000 more. Alright, Villa Melisora. Got things to do. You usually have to dig up most of the time. Sometimes they'll glitch out and be floating. And you open them up. Sometimes you can get 4, sometimes you can get 1, sometimes you get 2, sometimes you get 3. We just got 2. And they are worth 52,000 a piece. They gave us 100,000. That puts us over our goal. And we got enough oxygen to repair our mod here. We've got none left to install in our suit. Our ship's too far away. And I'm glad we don't have to use it to fly back to the space station. Can we fucks with it now? We cannot. How about now? Yes, we can. Nothing to install in there. So here's the tritium hypercluster. You crack it open, you get 50 tritium. Tritium goes in the pulse engine. That was the ship's inventory. Still burning daylight? Yes, sir. Let's go. Now that we've discovered the space station, we've got 2 of them. Because there's 2 terminals on the space station? Why is there 2 of them? Well. And I'll do the terminus. Sell. You sell this pugnium, you get that for fighting sentinels. 3,800. Navigation data will keep. Airtime matter, daily life support. Salvage data. 106,000.
Received.
And we've done it. Buy 5 microprocessors. That's going to take all of our money too. Microprocessor 5, 137.5.
Product received.
Damn near broke again. Gather copper. Do you sell copper here? I would much rather buy it. No copper. At least we can teleport back to our base. And there was copper, 500 units away from our base. Even if I'm wrong, that's really likely to be so. Until you warp to green, blue, red systems, all you'll find is copper on planets. Like that'll be on every planet in the yellow-orange systems. Copper and cobalt, 700 units. Cobalt, 800. Cobalt, 1,000. Don't even want any cobalt. Come on now. Cobalt, 850. Copper, 1,100. Okay. It's a bit far. That one's 650. And there's an unknown building right before it. So we'll go to the unknown building and head up the copper deposit. We got to cross the water. That's unfortunate. Journey milestone accomplished. Earned 158,576 units. We're a moneymaker. 3-star moneymaker. 3-star legendary. We can get a lot of oxygen from these two fellas here. Just gotta wait it out. Maybe some more clear. Oh, we're fucking going uphill. Let's get. Got one. Back up. Got us. Got us 2 gassy pods harvested. Got me. You got all 3 gaseous pods off this player here. We got two off of each of them, but we damaged our hazard protection pretty bad. That's the 3rd gas pod off that one. After you gather all the gassy pods, you can then just kill them, and they'll give you even more oxygen. But we just got a couple hundred oxygen there, 192. Did damage our hazard protection, but we've got the ferrite dust to repair it. So let's roll. It's going to be even more important to keep all the rusted metal you come across now that things can get damaged and need to be repaired so frequently. And the fact that they require ferrite dust. You got the green. This is where you get your rusted metal, which turns into ferrite dust. Let's take it. Because we're looting it no matter what. Might as well do 2 things at once. Looks like we got some navigation data, some dihydrogen jelly, some nanites. Now this copper deposit 179 units over here. They want us to get a full fucking stack too. We'll probably need more than a full stack because I said that last time we were harvesting copper and we did need more. I had it 250. I think I had at least 200, and we ended up using it all and needing more. Never have too much copper. Glad we got a little counter to show how much we're collecting. Not on stable ground, I keep slipping, falling, can't get up. Back on my feet so I can shit up. 150. Yeah, you can probably get 1,000 out of this fucking resource. It's only 5,250. This big ass pile of metal. This is like a asteroid made out of solid copper crashed into the fucking planet. 250. Yeah, we could definitely get 5 more of those out of here, or 4 more. For sure. There's no telling how deep it goes. Like, it gets wider the deeper you go, so there's going to be a shit ton of copper in here. We're only in the top third of it. We could easily get 1,000 copper, refine half of it to chromatic metal, leave the other half as copper, and we'd still need more copper and more chromatic metal in a relatively short period of time. This shit's invaluable. And mostly it's the story missions that require it. It's not like we're building a base off track of the story or anything. It's the fucking story mission constantly requires chromatic metal and copper. So anytime you harvest it, it would be good for you just to get as much as you can. Especially if you're just starting out a game and you intend to play the story. Every time he wants you to get copper, get stacks and stacks. And if you're building a base, you're still going to need chromatic metal. Maybe a little copper, but nowhere near as much or as frequently. But we got 2 stacks. We've got 2 stacks and 65. Yeah, we can get 2 more stacks out of this, I'm sure. And that'll be 1,000 copper. We're still not even below the fucking surface. Crazy. Yes, wow. Almost gets below the surface. We are around the edges, but there's still a hump in front of us, for sure. It's 3 stacks. Well, it's actually 779. A stack's 500, but most of the time they were 250. So 500 would be 2 stacks, and then 270 would be 1 and a quarter. And 1 and a 8, 1 and a 7. So we'll have 1,000, but it'll only be 2 stacks. I don't really want much more than 2 stacks. I need my inventory space. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it at 863. And we're gonna summon our ship if we can. Head back to base, refine some this in the chromatic metal. Suppose we're gonna leave some copper. But we're gonna make a few hundred chromatic metal. Oh, now we need to refuel.
Technology recharge.
Where's the base? Is it on this fucking planet? Where's me base at? Don't make me go all the way to the space station. Probably fucking closer than our base. No, there it is. I see it. And it was on this planet. It's over here. We must be right. Yeah, there it is. We're real close. We didn't have to go so high up in the atmosphere. Oh, look at that. We're right on the beach. Didn't even think about it. Nice emerald green beach. I love it. I love it. Green's my favorite color. So we got green grass, we got green water. All we're missing is green skies. Head this door again. Plop down our refiner. Load her up with fuel.
Technology recharge.
Refine this copper down to chromatic metal. We'll be good to go. I think I'll do this, at least this whole stack. Well, I'll do this whole now. See now how the stacks are 250. If you look on the left side, that's weird. But because we grabbed a stack of 363 and it only took 250, we're gonna do the whole 363 at least. Well, that's gonna take a little too long. We only need. Oh, we can take out this 50 and we'll be good to go for now. What did we want to do with this? The hyperdrive. Good place to end the video. Just we're out of time. See, in the next video, we will be interstellar, my man, because we will be building the warp cells. Right now, we don't have the blueprint. Once we get the blueprint, you know what you build? You need to build warp cells. Where did that go? Warp cells, like I said earlier, you can warp to 5 different star systems off of one cell. To build those, you need antimatter and antimatter housing. To build antimatter housing, it requires ferrite dust and something else small and useless, maybe like carbon. To build antimatter, though, you need chromatic metal. And that is where we're going to end up spending all of this copper and all this chromatic metal. Matter of fact, let's just refine every piece of copper we got into chromatic metal. Because it will be used, it will not be wasted, it won't be a mistake. It's just a matter of preference, you know, how often do you want to go farm copper? Ah, trick jar, you're gonna have to do it regardless, constantly. This has been your boy Super Player No Man's Sky Waypoint. I hope you enjoyed it. It would help me out a lot if you could subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Right after I ship save. Oh, we've got a message. Diagnostics report. Hyperdrive installed. Fuel status empty. You will find answers out in the stars, but without warp cells, you're not going anywhere. You need to find a source of antimatter. Tune the scanner to antimatter. You'll never search for antimatter traces with Starship Scanner L3. Scanner attuned to antimatter. You can, for the rest of the game, you cannot scan for specific resources. You can only scan for buildings. And each vehicle or mech or anything requires scans for different points of interest. Oh, we got to fly to do that. I don't know why they decided to make you think you could take your ship scanner and scan for resources on a planet or in the star system, in the solar system, or in the universe, and then change it to where they only find points of interest. But we can take a look at that, maybe. You have to have a scanner installed. You go to here. Scan for trade outposts. Deflect cargo scan. Yeah, you used to be able to. There used to be another menu option. You could go instead of trade outpost. You could go up and it would say scan for trade outpost, scan for waypoint, scan for this. All of them would be buildings that you find walking along on the surface of the planet. That's been changed a little. Very misleading to have it so different from the story quest. And we've done it. And we've saved.